Doktor Bruno kanalına hoş geldiniz arkadaşlar. Bugün Hogwarts Legacy'nin 8. bölümündeyiz. Bir önceki bölümde hatırlarsınız şey yapmıştık, duello yapmıştık, bir turnuvaya katılmıştık, ufak bir turnuva. Onun devamı olacak bilmiyorum. Ondan sonra kadın büyü ile ilgili bir şeyler öğrenmiştik, ufak tefek görevler falan derken en son burada kaldık. Hala şu sıkıntı çıkıyor. Şu loading sahnesi deli ediyor beni. Evet, bir de üniforma almıştım şöyle.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Bu kim?
Unorthodox. It's inconceivable. It's... Fig.
Professor
A
Shaw.
visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
Kitabı aldım, buyurun.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything.
Yani zor
First,
oldu ama
let's have a
aldım.
look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still,
O adam
I
aldı
will
kesin.
need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage
O
something
barda
useful, though it may take some
karşılaştığımız
time.
adam var ya. O.
I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw two more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive, Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right.
Ha, gördüğümüz olay
And
diyor.
the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
Bunlara ne
What will
söyleyeceksin?
you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand.
Tamam,
I'll see what I
anlıyorum.
can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good.
Yani ben de bakayım.
Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Evet. İşte bu.
Protego! Revelio!
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Aa.
Professor Fig and Weasley.
Bu kim?
Have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Abi ben görev almadım mı ya? Kafayı yiyeceğim ha. Bu ne? Mecbur gideceğim ya. Mecbur bitki bilime gideceğim.
In trouble, are we? Been up to no good? Thought as much.
Revelio.
Anyone back?
Normal. Heykel.
Levioso. Incendio.
Oh dear, I shall get in trouble for this. That was nothing. You There's something in.
Bitki bilim. Yine bitki bilime geldi. Çıkın lan çıkın. Bu arada arkadaşlar, videoyu başından beri izliyorsanız videoyu beğenmeyi, kanala abone olmayı, zilleri açmayı unutmayın lütfen.
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello.
Merhaba.
Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling
Bu
it is
arada
to have everyone
yakıyoruz
back
ya.
together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root.
The creek.
Accio. Let's see if we can make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
quickly place your mandrake in the new pot and pat down the soil.
Woo.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo!
Repair.
I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
Biz bunu yapmamış mıydık ya?
Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our pot.
I wonder if hippogriffs...
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say.
Sağır oluyordu
He
böyle.
went deaf.
Well, yes, of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the magic neep.
Yani onları aldım.
Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement.
Evet.
Restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you
Bilmiyorum, bu
about
boş
that.
boş bir görev gibi geldi bana.
What say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Şaka gibi ya.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Tamam lan kes.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Grab a few of those cabbages. Just, now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it. And they'll do the rest.
Ney bu? Hedef mankeni.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnome, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing balls.
Oha lan küfür
The
etti.
kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could
Bir
prove
şey
useful
yarayabilir
outside of the
aslında.
greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Bitti mi? Ne kadar boş bir görev ya.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our...
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to
Yani.
offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my
Ben
new
sevmiyorum.
students.
Ne olur ya.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damn hearing.
Evet, şimdi seherbaz. Türkçesiyle seherbaz yazıyor.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely...
Bu şeyin dersi. Sharp'ın. Profesör Sharp.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect.
Yes,
You
Professor.
will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of
Biz
your
bunu
own.
yapamamıyor muyduk zaten ya, yapıyorduk.
You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients.
Karıştır karıştır.
Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Hop. Suyu da ekle. Bir de karıştıralım, karıştır, karıştır. Karıştır, karıştır, karıştır, karıştır.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumor.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant!
Yani.
You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity.
I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to
Ya
get on
buraya
Sharp's bad
yapmayacağım bir
side.
şey.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
A well-prepared
Mağazanın arka girişine şüpheli teslimat yapıldığı için özellikle gecenin erken saatlerinde normal mağaza saatlerinde faaliyet dükkanını zaten izliyordum. Yenekleme arasında daha fazla filan.
your potion stations organized and free. Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Allah Allah. Bunun bekleme süresi de var bir de.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion.
Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Ya profesör bu.
Get it! Don't fret if you run out of ingredients.
Dragon tongue! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
Tamam, bu bitti.
I brewed an EDERIM
Hallettim
potion as
profesör.
you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master
Yani
quite
daha
yet.
yeni başladık.
In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. And you can keep that Fwooper feather. This time. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek.
Ama o görevi yapmak için illa kızın yanına gideceğiz.
What are you up to now?
Nasıl çıkacağız dışarı? Buradan mı gidiyoruz? Biraz uzun gittik herhalde. Denizleri aç da gel kurban adam. Kurtulma beni buradan.
Protego! Revelio! Accio! Incendio!
Akıyor. Koşar mısın?
I'm going to have my own. I've already decided.
Revelio!
Ben niye buradan böyle gidiyorum? Aa bak.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was.
Güzel oldu. Arada böyle yapıyorum ama. Abi yürüyerek çok uzun sürecek ya.
Revelio!
Akıyor. Aa. Dur bir dakika. Dolu ne kadar kısaltırsak o kadar iyidir ya. Burada da varmış ya çıkış. Niye biz o kadar gittik? Ama şimdi troll mürora gelmez.
Revelio! Revelio! Accio!
This looks intriguing.
Lüks suyu.
Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Lumos.
Oo.
Lumos. Revelio.
Dur. Yanlışlıkla yaptım.
Reparo.
Ha, ben burayı tamir edebilir yer sandım.
Protego. Revelio.
Yanlışlıkla yapıyorum hep ya.
Incendio. Accio.
Ya çık şuradan. La çıksana şuradan. Allah Allah, kafayı.
Accio. Levioso. Incendio.
Yine girdim. Kafayı yiyeceğim. Salakça bir şeydir ya.
Revelio.
Koşar mısın? Ne olur Harry Potter diyor. Bruno Potter. Bruno Potter.
Accio.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather
buraya kadar ben niye yürüttün beni
I
ya?
am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow.
Söyleyemem, kusura bakma.
Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us, which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own, and the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Revelio.
I beg your pardon! How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
I never thought Ranrock's loyalists would go this far.
Ha şuradaymış.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
But Mummy...
Archie, I don't have time to argue. I've told you repeatedly not to stray far
Revelio.
from home, especially when I'm inside with your little sister.
But you should see them, Mummy. They're beautiful. These horses with wings.
Oh, that's enough. I'm too tired for your stories today. You stay right here where I can see you.
Buna bakalım. Buradan. Allah aşkına ya. Hah, tamam böyle. Tamam, başka ne var? Tamam.
Very well, Mummy.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you.
Ne satıyor lan bu?
Ah, yes, a wonderful choice. I hope to see you again sometime.
Hadi görüşürüz.
Revelio.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a dox's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
That satisfying. Incendio. Plan to make a quick work at you. Levioso.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Gel
I
gel.
see you.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take this student over my dead
Levioso.
How is it? You're cowardly.
Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
You haven't got a prayer.
Levioso.
Amateur. You haven't. Expulso. Did I hurt you? Nice reductor. You're a bit dodgy with your skills, aren't you, sweet expulso? Is that the best you got? And I haven't reductor.
Ne oldu?
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Incendio.
Konuşalım.
Are you all right?
İyi misiniz?
Thanks in no small
Murat
part
Bradwell.
to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me
Dayak
why
yedim.
two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher?
Nora
Araştırmacı
Treadwell at
mısınız?
your service. Historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Arkeolog, tarihçi.
I thought that Merlin and the tales
sen
about King
olduğunuzu
Arthur's
düşündüm.
court were a myth.
Mere
O
myth.
Merlin şeyleriyle pardon.
You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered
Fixture?
pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow
Slytheriniler.
Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile
Bebek
herb.
imajı.
Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely.
Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of mallow sweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
Ne yapacaksın?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Revelio. Levioso. Protego. Revelio. Incendio.
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Yeah, bu.
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
Incendio.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
Yaptık la.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has
Onu
those
yapamadığını bir
telltale
yap.
vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Ben de.
And do be careful out here. Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Oradaymış da. Hazır gelmişken şunu yapalım da öyle bitirelim.
Handy resource indeed.
I understand you're quite the enterprising young Ravenclaw. Professor Fig tells me you found a lost book for him. I'd like to talk to you about it.
Bu bize asayı veren amca değil mi ya? Şu ikincisini de yapalım da.
Could it be a Merlin trial? Incendio. Levioso. Revelio.
Değil mi?
This is utter nonsense.
Bitti.
You're right. Dismal's more the word for it. But you know what they say? Dark skies before a storm, and we've had our storm. Beasts were made to be skinned and eaten. He's weak. Yes, he is. When's the last time you saw him? Protego!
Levioso. Protego.
Marvelous strike.
Levioso.
Hop hop hop.
Your poaching days are over.
Protego. Revelio.
Bu ne lan? Bunu hallettiğime göre görev nerede görev? Nereye gittim bilmiyorum ki. Evet tamam bunu yapalım. Tamam bu. Evet oyunu kaydedelim. Tamam. Evet arkadaşlar. Tamam. Buradan devam edeceğiz. Beni dinlediğiniz için teşekkür ediyorum. Parça parça olacak. 20 bilmem birisi 26, birisi 20, 27 falan diye gider herhalde. Bakalım bir sonraki bölümde neler olacak, neler bitecek. Daha %5 bitti ama. Bakalım göreceğiz. Bunlara bir sonraki bölümde göreceğiz. Görüşmek üzere. Kendinize iyi bakın. Videoyu beğenmeyi, kanala abone olmayı, bildirimleri açmayı, yorum yapmayı unutmayın lütfen.